Principled pragmatism. Phew. A recent article in a main newspaper was called How to Think About Islamic State. It was a statement about everyone's complicity in polarisation and collateral damage to people and to planet, as generated day by day through the Western capitalist vision of a good life and of what it is to be human. I want to recommend it to everyone. Yet I dread subjecting anyone to the danger of despair it might evoke. Yet, and here's a punchline, as constitutionalists we are not about despair. The blunt and painful challenge of that article to our societal complicity is summed up in the contemporary studies of one of our most perceptive constitutionalists. Fred Harrison puts it pithily: we live in a socially acceptable culture of cheating, and then adds even more frankly, as his further probing studies show, our culture has an anatomy of killing. Scary, but hard to deny from his hard and penetrating evidence. It is out of this dark scene that we all need to make bold, reverent, but urgent experiment in re-emphasizing and regenerating the best of human aspirations. On that basis, constitutionalists have attempted to restate those aspirations as an achievable people's political economy of trusteeship in harmony with nature. In pursuit of that, with principled pragmatism, we believe we can all use the system to become the system, to change the system, and thereby rebuild trust. In that way, we will take our human trusteeship seriously. Also in that context, I now explore our 2015 Constitutionalist initiative further by reference to the language we believe we must try to popularise. I'll stress a key couplet and then hint at other words and phrases which will be used frequently in future newscasts. First then, an indivisible couplet we are using consistently: principled pragmatism. This is the key to a stated dynamic vision relating indivisibly to an evolving and participative dynamic process. Its repetitive utterance in our conversations will instill the necessity of holding a vision or image constantly in mind as we each go about our particular role in effecting change. Change that is only like to come about by a mass movement in the quest of that people's political economy of trusteeship in harmony with nature. No one should imagine it will be anything but a long and painstaking process. So, principled pragmatism. Make it a feature of your conversation. Principled pragmatism. Now let me hint at 12 other significant, repetitive words and phrases coming into our conversations. They won't all ring with immediate clarity, but the process of using and reusing them can begin, and their significance will grow into the will for action. 1. A people's political economy of trusteeship in harmony with nature. I repeat this naming of the systemic target we all hold before us, by which we respectfully and mutually audit all our and others' activities in an effective collaborative movement. 2. Trustees all. The name of that movement, expressed as another vital couplet, with a challenge to inclusiveness in creative tension in the two words. 3. Systemic imaging. A third couplet that explains the point of using principled in the earlier couplet to hold in mind always a single and inclusive universal context for every issue. 4. Grow to scale. Note the major task before us, yet to be pursued without ever losing attention to each localized dialogue. 5. Both and. A fourth couplet stresses the ever-present creative tension to be held between any whole and all its component parts, if common good and global trusteeship is humanity's serious responsibility. 6. SOS, self-organizing society. The approach to power with, replacing power over, in all of society, with certain limited functional oversight of the more complex tasks undertaken. 7. Failed foundations. That summarizes the root cause of the distress summarized in the article to which I first referred, and leads us to think of designing and building their replacements. 8. Confederation. Capturing in one word the 3 words to follow, as a description of the devolved future of the UK countries. 9. Devolution. The reorientation of relationships after ending top-down and power-over control. 10. Subsidiarity. Ensuring decisions to be made in relation to their effect and at the most appropriate local level. 11. Mutuality. A basic aspect of human being with an outcome of sympathy and even empathy between all people in every community. 12. Compendium of constitutionalist thinking and glossary of terms and usage. A vital reference site to aid us all as we mind our language sensitively in every dialogue. Until next Monday, thank you.